Not only did Microsoft open their flagship store in New York City, but the Surface Book went on sale. We're going to unbox it and show you what's inside. Stay tuned. So here we are, folks. We got our Microsoft Surface Book, because why would we cover the store and not actually buy something from it? So Microsoft's been slow in trying to get us our review unit, so we're just going to go out and buy one. So here it is. It is the full version. This is pretty much the most expensive one you can get right now. It's the Intel Core i7 processor, 512 gigs of storage, 16 gigs of RAM, and of course that dedicated NVIDIA GPU, which is pretty awesome. Now, this version of this device is obviously in very limited quantities, so they don't have many. In fact, a lot of you guys are probably on back order if you wanted to get it. And there it is. Look at the box. Very nicely done with Microsoft. Been a big fan of their recent packaging materials. It looks very nice, which I actually haven't really seen before. It looks, and it's very much just like the one that's on the current Surface Pro 4 and Surface Pro 3. So you got your wall adapter there. Doesn't require the ground, which is of course really nice. And then we have the main device here already wrapped up. So, you know, this is about just under 3.5 pounds. So I'll be playing with it over the next few days to see how well that actually carries over. But as far as laptops go, it's pretty light. You get your included pen there. Of course, it's the silver pen for the Surface Pro 4. Have that magnetic strip there, single button, and now the eraser on top. We also did pick up a blue version of this pen, so we'll take a look at that one later on too. And then inside here, looks like we have our paperwork. Always a grand moment. And there it is in full metal. I really like the feel of this device. I haven't surprisingly had much time with the Surface Book. Even at the Microsoft Devices event, we didn't have too much time to play with it. So take a look at the full keyboard there. Really nice. I did get to play with this a little bit more today, and I tell you that trackpad really is good. A lot of the reviews have been saying it's probably one of the best trackpads on any Windows device, and I have to kind of agree. It actually is really good. Same material as the Surface Pro 4. That is, it's a glass top on there, so it feels very low drag coefficient there for when you move your finger around. Other than that, though, full keyboard. There's that wacky hinge, and of course, there is the other issue, which is the wobble. So a lot of people have sort of been complaining about that even when you're typing, there's a little bit of a wiggle to the screen. That's going to be something I'll have to take a look at to see how bad that is, but it is an interesting effect. Let's see if we have any battery in there, and of course we do. And so it'll boot up now for the first time, and we're going to do our setup. So we're back, and as you can see, I have Windows Hello set up on the Surface Book. Everything is running really well. Remember, however, if you're picking one up yourself, head into settings and do an update. We did have a system hardware update that was available that came out on the 23rd, and you'll definitely want to install that. Many review units had a lot of bugs in them. Everything wasn't complete, so you want to do that update as well as a few others. And as well as the store, we had 13 store updates, including for some system apps. So make sure you check that and reboot the computer for that seamless experience. Overall, though, we're running very well here. Everything looks phenomenal. I'm very impressed so far with this device. Trackpad feels great. Keyboard is really good. As you can see, one complaint with the keyboard, and I pretty much agree with, is that in light, even with the backlit keys, it's kind of hard to see the lettering on them. You're always going to have this issue when you don't do black keys and you go for silver instead. So that's going to be one issue. And if you want to unlock the screen, what you do is you push this button here. See if we can do that again. And there it goes. And you can see it clicks and turns green. And now we should just be able to pull off. And now we have our full on computer this way, which is pretty great. Interestingly, this is a Core i7 version, so it can get a little warm on the back here, but because of the new cooling system, it's very evenly distributed. I wouldn't say it gets hot, just warm to the touch. It actually kind of feels nice, especially in the winter time. And I did hear that fan for the first time come on. That was during the system update, and I'm happy to report it's a very quiet fan. We had to basically all not talk in order to hear it. It's almost like a whisper that comes out from it. So very good experience. Let's look at the bottom here of this device. You can see Microsoft did a great job here of the ports. That's where it obviously connects up to. Pretty clean, and you can see the fan vent going all the way around. Coming to the side here, there's my blue pen. And of course with the magnet, it just sticks very strongly to the device itself. Of course, you still want to make sure you're very careful of that when you put it in your bag. It probably will get knocked off. Coming around to the top here, of course, you got the power button and the volume switch. Very standard now on the Surface design, having that all on the top. And of course, we have those cameras here on the front as well with the Windows Hello, which is now working. It also works with the Surface Pro 4. Microsoft did release that update now, so everything is good. Our battery was actually very low, so that's why we're actually charging the system. Of course, you can charge the base while still using the top tablet, so that's always kind of a cool thing. Definitely gives you a little bit more power. And I'm actually, Mark and I were talking about this earlier in the store, how this design actually works very well. They call this the clipboard, and it kind of makes sense. It feels very much like a clipboard in the way you hold it. And I think this device is going to be really for me because although I really like the Surface Pro 4, it's not the device for myself just because I need a lot more power. And that's sort of what this device is meant to do. And so I still like the idea of having a tablet once in a while, which is the whole idea behind this. I can just pop it off and occasionally use that in the pen, take notes, do whatever. And when I connect it back up though, it feels like a normal laptop. Let's close it up again and we'll take a look at that side profile. So there's that weird kind of, both between the, pull that off there. Of course, the weird hinge that looks like a bendy straw and then that gap. It doesn't bother me. Some people are going to be bothered. It does keep the keys separated from the display, which is actually a nice benefit. So, but that's more of a product of its design. Overall, though, very cool stuff. We'll be playing around with this for the next few days. And of course, I'll be doing a full review, just like our Surface Pro 4 one. And you can also look forward to a few other things. We did spend a lot of money today. We also got the new Microsoft Surface Pro 4 keyboard with the fingerprint scanner built in. So we'll be taking a look at that. Remember, this runs on the Surface Pro 3 and Surface Pro 4. So that's very cool. Unfortunately, US only for now. And we also have this guy here, the Surface Dock, and it is a monster. It's actually very heavy. That's so it doesn't slide around, of course. So we'll take a look at that one too later this week. So there's a quick look at the Surface Book. I'm very excited about it. We'll be doing a full review starting next week, so make sure you head to Windows Central for more information. Leave us a comment below and tell us what you think. Take care, everybody.